Like an avalanche that we go dance in the rain. Nasty, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone forever. Don't tease me, my heart is freezing, cause you
Yo, chance in the making.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Supporters. I'm here with Chris.
Hello.
Professor Chris. Sorry.
That's right. Get my title right.
Yeah. Drizzy.
Hello, guys.
And we actually have a special guest. You guys have probably seen our league vlog by this time, but Aaron is out of the country, so we're going to be having a series of guests on the podcast. And this week we have our good friend Chad.
Hi, everybody.
Yay! Welcome, Chad.
Welcome, Chad.
How's
Thank
it
you.
going, Chad?
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Chad's the man.
Yeah. So this week we have for you guys our Oscars results. So we'll do that for our main discussion. Super exciting.
Yeah, seriously.
I know the answers because I had to write the list, but you two don't know the answers.
Right.
Right. So it's news for us.
Yeah. So in case you guys are listening, whoa. Oh, P.S. Our daughter is here. So if you hear random squeeze, that's who that is. Thanks, Rosie. Oh, I should have introed her. And Rosie. That's okay. So you guys can listen to us on Podbean if that's where you're at. Hello. You can catch us on iTunes. Hello there.
Hi, iTunes.
Hello, iTunes. And you can also watch us on YouTube. So hello, YouTube.
Sorry, did you want me to say something?
Well, you were saying hello to all the other things.
No, I only said YouTube. I didn't say hi to Podbean.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Greetings,
That's okay.
YouTube.
Rosie said hi. Da 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 da. Speaking of iTunes, if you guys can do us a favor, if you like our podcast and you want to support the supporters,
I see what you did there.
yeah, rate us and subscribe. That'll really help us to get noticed when people are searching for Pokemon podcasts. We'll pop up there. And we said our goal was to make top 4. So we want to be in the top 4 results when people are looking for podcasts to listen to. And I will fulfill my promise from last episode. I said that anyone who leaves a review for the next time we recorded, I would shout them out. So we've gotten some new reviews. One of them is from BYU Fan. Thank you so much. Love the podcast, so thank you.
Thank you.
RC1441. Thank you very much for liking the podcast. We
Shout
like
out
you
to
too.
you.
Remote
Yeah.
control that review.
Yeah. Gamer Roxas, I think. ROXAS.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts reference.
Yay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Very cool.
You made
Shout out
Professor
to
Chris
you.
very
You're the
happy.
best.
And then we have Luke is messy. So thank you, Luke. I am also messy. So
Messy
I
as you
feel
may be, we appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I wanted to reply to you because he actually asked where is a Drizzy in the artwork. So
Yes.
that
Luke, you're my man. You're my boy.
yeah. So that will actually move us over to general housekeeping. Just some updates for you guys on what's going on. We are having one of our friends update, sort of refresh our artwork. And so Drizzy will soon be getting his own little sprite, I guess.
Yes,
little
I'm
anime
super,
sprite, yeah.
super excited, guys.
So he is coming. He's forthcoming. And then as far as any other things I needed to mention for you guys, if you are searching for us on iTunes, I realized this today. If you just type the supporters in the search bar, it brings up like a wrestling something or other. So just type in the supporters podcast and that will pull us up. So for now, just add that extra word because if you just do the first 2, it's like not us at all.
WrestleMania.
You'll be really
That's
confused.
our other podcast.
Yeah.
You don't want to listen to that one yet.
We're also
That's a work in
wrestling
progress.
It's a work in
enthusiasts.
progress,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, so back to our guest here, Chad. We have some questions for you,
All right.
just so that everybody can get to know you a little bit.
Okay, sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, and they're not, like, you don't have to answer them super fast, but it's just meant to be like a quick, off the top of your head sort of thing.
Okay, I could do that.
So no pressure, but, pressure.
All the pressure
Deep
in the world, but
breaths.
no pressure.
Yeah.
All right, I think I can handle it.
All right, here we go. 8 questions coming at you.
All right,
Okay, pick a starter.
Bulbasaur,
TCG, trading card game, or VGZ, video game.
video game.
Pick
Okay.
an evil team to join.
Team Rocket.
Ooh.
Blast off at the speed of light.
Yeah, he's blasting off again over here.
Oh, yeah.
Fairies or dragons?
Dragons.
My man.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I like chat already, guys.
Top 2 legendaries.
Oh, that's so tough. I might have to come back to that one.
Okay, that's okay. Pokemon Center or potions?
Pokemon Center.
Nice. That's my man.
Yes, you gotta keep pressing on.
Yeah,
You
seriously.
can't just go back all the time. Sorry.
Where would you go if you could use fly?
I would fly. I would fly all the way to the Elite Four and win.
Right when
Nice.
you get it.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
no matter what, I would just get that fly ability.
Skip
fly
leveling
over
up.
Oh yeah, just make it all the way there. Be a
Take
champion.
Bulbasaur to the Elite Four.
Oh yeah, I'll totally win that.
Okay, baby Pokemon or Mega Pokemon?
Mega Pokemon.
Whoa, I thought you'd actually pick baby
Nice.
Pokemon.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
cool. Yeah. Okay, so back to the top 2 legendaries. Mew,
I think you mean
maybe?
Mewtwo.
I do like.
Mewtwo.
You know?
Mewtwo, top 2. That's
Oh,
clever.
that's funny. You know, I was always a fan of Mewtwo. I always tried very hard to get Mewtwo, and sometimes I didn't succeed. So I just went back and played again and got him again.
Right.
He's a worthy adversary.
I probably would pick Mew and Mewtwo. That's probably who I would
Okay.
pick.
Well, it's
For sure.
classic.
It changes
Yeah.
over time, but
Right,
that's probably
right,
who I'd
right.
pick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okie dokie, that was our interviewers' questions for Chad.
Yay!
Shout
did
out to
very well.
anyone who played. What was it from? Heart Gold Soul Silver?
Oh, yeah, the Heart Gold Soul Silver
Yeah, that
TCG
was a
set.
sweet card.
Old supporter cards. Yeah.
Yeah. So before we get into our discussion, guys, we know we've missed a lot of things that have happened, so we're gonna swing on over to our newsroom with Professor Chris.
That would be me. That's my department.
I live there.
Yeah,
I
he's
live
been
in the
recently
news section.
promoted.
Yes.
Yeah.
His head is even bigger now.
It just
You're
ouch.
welcome.
How does that headset fit?
It's getting a little snug these days. Well, let's see. First off, so there's been lots of stuff because it's been a few weeks, but I think the most pertinent things are the newest season of the anime XYZ just premiered Saturday.
That's exciting.
And I actually didn't get a chance to see it because I was too busy watching regionals.
Right.
But but yeah, so XYZ premiered, and could it be a hint to the new games? I'm not certain. I'm hoping that we'll find out in our next piece of news, which is Pokemon Day.
Yay!
The February 27th is officially Pokemon Day. It's going to be exactly 20 years.
And that's a Saturday?
That's a Saturday. Exactly 20 years after the games came out.
That's crazy.
And so there's all kinds of cool promotions going on. So Toys R Us is giving out free holo Magikarps and Pikachu. They said to kids, but I'm hoping that extends to kids at heart as well.
Seriously.
So we'll see. I know GameStop is running some like 20% off promotions.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I've heard of that.
You know, Toys R Us already said they're going to be running a couple sales and stuff like that. So
The question is, how long are these going to last because
probably
of the product?
just. Oh, I see. Yeah, who knows? So wherever you want to go, get there early that day. For the Amiibo lovers, GameStop is going to be restocking all Pokemon Amiibo. So if you haven't been able to find them,
If you didn't snag that Jigglypuff.
Saturday's your
Now's
day.
your chance.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder, and I hope, if the Pokemon website is going to have maybe some special deal on Pokemon Day.
The Pokemon Center?
Yeah, the Pokemon Center, yes.
Yes, I certainly hope so.
That would be amazing.
yeah,
Because
they-
I want everything on that
Mhm,
website.
everything, seriously.
Yeah, seriously. And then the biggest piece of news is the Pokemon re-release that we've been talking about for, months now. The re-releases of Red, Blue, and Yellow will be out on Saturday. They're going to be $10 a pop, and they're gonna feature only local trades. No, because like Virtual Console games have like mid-save points. They won't have those. It's going to be just like old school Pokemon. You won't be able to do your fancy mid-saving just to easily reset and try in the middle of a battle or something. So it's going to be like the old days, and I'm very, very excited for that.
Wait, what's red and blue? Just kidding,
I only know
guys.
yellow version.
Who that be?
Who that?
Who
What that be?
Who that be? On our TCG side, coming this May, shiny tins of the Kalos legendaries are here.
Yes.
So we are. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, Courtney was checking to make sure I wasn't muted. Yes, so they're going to be tins of, and they're going to be releasing Zygarde EX, Eviltal EX, and Xerneas EX in their shiny forms. No word yet if the Eviltal and Xerneas are going to be reprints of their existing card. I certainly hope so, because I love to use some shiny Eviltal EX.
You do like the bacon bird,
I do
as
like
they call
the
it?
bacon
The
bird.
bacon bird? I've
They
never
look
heard
like
that before.
they say it looks like bacon.
That's
the wings because it's red and
This is like
white.
white bacon.
Yeah.
Well, I support Xerneas all times.
Yeah,
and
Xerneas
everything.
looks amazing, shiny.
That was my bait
Yeah.
today for Pokemon
Yeah.
Bait Tuesday.
And probably the most exciting piece of Pokemon news is, while we haven't gotten an announcement of a new game yet, which we're hoping for on Saturday, we did get a brand new Pokemon revealed.
Yes.
This-
Drum roll, please.
This Pokemon's name is Magearna.
It's quite a strange name.
It is.
Interesting.
It's hard to say, honestly.
Yeah,
Magearna.
It's Mag, like Maggie, and
Maybe magnet.
oh yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, like Magnet,
And like gear.
Gear,
Oh, it all kind
Magnet
of
gear.
blends
Magear,
together.
nah.
It's not their smoothest
It's not.
smooshed
Yeah,
name.
it's Magear. It's kind of like Eviltal. It's kind of an awkward name to
Well,
say.
even Eviltal.
Don't you mean Yveltal?
Yveltal?
Yveltal? No, I'm kidding.
Kyogre.
Kyogre. No, it's one of those weird 3-syllable Pokemon
Definitely.
names that doesn't flow together super well. But so this is going to be a legendary. Actually, I believe a mythical Pokemon. Yes, mythical. So this is one that you're not going to be able to catch in game. It's going to be
Oh.
featured in the new movie with Volcanion, another Pokemon we've known about through hacking and game altering,
Yes.
but they just officially released.
They're like, okay, hackers, we'll
Volcanion
get
as
you
Right.
well,
something.
right? Just like how we knew about Hoopa, forever
I think
ago.
we knew about Hoopa and Volcanion at the same time,
Yes.
though, but they just haven't released.
right.
Volcanion,
They
which
just
is
kind
weird
of
to me,
ignored
but yeah,
Volcanion
they-
for a while.
Yeah, it was
So-
like the redheaded stepchild. Of
Yeah,
I
seriously.
know.
You guys should go listen to our. Was it the last podcast where we talked about how it's. You just jump through its hoop and it's like a face wash or something because it's like steam. Remember that?
Oh, I think that was a couple episodes.
A couple
that was
of
a few
you guys go
back.
listen to that.
Yeah.
But
Have a good laugh.
yeah, so Magearna has a metallic body, and this is from the Korokoro magazine, I believe. Or no, this is the website, Pokemon website. It was created by humans 500 years ago. So it looks like it has some kind of relation to Diancie. Adrizzi was talking about how people are saying that, like, the body looks like a Voltorb
Yep.
and the head looks like a Clink, and it definitely has Diancie's eyes. Like, there's no debating
Yeah.
that.
But then it has like rabbit ears.
Yeah, it's interesting. So we'll see. I'm betting it's going to be a Fairy Steel type.
That would be a good guess, actually.
And,
That'd be cool.
Maybe. Is there a Psychic? Yes. Psychic Steel is Metagross, right?
Yes. hmm
Okay, never mind.
So yeah, we'll see what this ends up being. I'm excited, and I hope that we'll have some really, really exciting piece of news come Saturday.
I think it's grown on me for sure. The first time I saw it, I was kind of like, I'm still not crazy about the name, but I think it looks cooler than I originally. Like, my first reaction was like, ew.
Definitely.
I mean,
So-
it's like a robot princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's interesting, I was just thinking, because you said it was made by humans
Mhm.
500 years ago. So that would be before Mewtwo was made.
Yeah.
But are those two the only human-made Pokemon?
Porygon is as well, and so is Genesect.
Very interesting.
So, but this makes it the first artificial Pokemon.
But will this Pokemon be a mass murderer, just like Mewtwo?
Maybe. Maybe. See,
will
its
tell.
eyes have
Seriously.
like crosshairs, so maybe it
yeah.
is like set to destroy.
And that on
Maybe.
its chest, it has like a
Destroy.
blue and red.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that has anything.
And see, like, I'm wondering if, like, those two ear things are actually, like, half circles, like semicircles, and they, like, close down around it.
I see.
Oh, I
No.
could see that.
Maybe it'll be like Baymax,
Like,
and you
close
can
the
switch
top.
out its little chip.
It's chip
Yeah.
to destroy.
Give
But
it a
I'm
kung fu
sure as
chip.
time goes on, we'll see another form from Magearna, like every other mythical Pokemon now, with
Mm.
Hoopa and Keldeo and Kyurem and all these.
Genesect has like the different what do you call it? The
Oh
drives.
yeah, it does the drives. So yeah, that is pretty much the big key points of our Pokemon news.
It's exciting.
Yay!
Everyone is just at the edge of their seat waiting for the next major game announcement.
Yep.
It
Everyone's
better
just
be
ready
on
for that.
Saturday.
It'd be the perfect day to do it.
It
Yeah,
would be like I
Yeah.
don't see how you could miss that
I don't
chance.
see why they wouldn't
unless
announce
unless
something
you're
on
announcing
yeah.
something
Saturday.
even more epic, But
Right.
if
Yeah.
not, then that has to be.
And this is rumor watch time as well. There have been reports of someone who accurately leaked details before about Nintendo products. I believe it was regarding the Wii U or some games, but they've
Okay.
accurately leaked before,
Is
Okay.
this Rainbow?
and they claim that Pokemon Rainbow is on the lineup for fall of 2016.
That would be
Pokemon
awesome.
Rainbow.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder why the name. The
Well,
name is what.
And they said it's specifically named off of that because it's the 20th anniversary game.
That makes sense.
Kind
Okay.
of blending all the
It'd
different
probably
colors.
it'd
Yeah.
probably have more to do with Xerneas too. I mean, it would have to, right? Xerneas has rainbow
I
antlers.
don't know. Potentially. But so
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
we'll see. That's rumor watch, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah. And on the other side of rumors, don't believe everything. that
Don't
you
believe
read.
everything you read on Poke Beach.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
recently released this trolley article, and it was like upcoming insider information about the new games,
Nah.
and he's talking about the red, blue, and yellow re-releases.
Oh my goodness.
He's just trolling everyone.
Yeah, that's horrible.
But yeah,
Which of those games, Chad, did you start with? Did you have blue?
I had blue. That's the one I started with.
Nice.
I had some friends that had red, but I always had blue, and a couple of us would sometimes plug in our cords to our Game Boys and have to trade some of
The good
the
old Game
others so we
Links,
could
yeah.
fill the Pokedex up.
That's cool.
I remember the good old cables.
Yeah.
yeah.
It took forever to trade.
It took forever.
Mhm. Oh, wireless.
and see,
love
we're gonna
you.
be able to do that again. You're gonna have to be in person. You can't just do Wi-Fi trades.
I
with
like
these
that.
New ones.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's like building a community, sort of more so.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
it first came out, you had to be around people.
Yeah, other humans
Yeah.
gasp.
Ah.
Go outside. What?
That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah. And then I guess this isn't necessarily news, but I wanted to mention it. It fits most here. But all of the she's helping me. The Mew boxes were pushed up the release
Oh.
dates.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking
Allegedly.
about the
Don't get me started on that,
24th,
Courtney.
and
I
they were
was-
talking about the 27th.
I w-
Apparently, Pokemon tweeted out the official release date was the 22nd. I still haven't been able to find them anywhere. By the looks of it, our stores aren't even going to have them till the 29th.
So that's
So-
just a bummer. I
Yeah.
tweeted about this, and Drizzy was tweeting
Yeah,
about
Courtney
it too.
and I were tweeting. We were so upset.
It really just sucks that they would sort of pull a fast
Just push
one.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Because
So
then the stores don't know,
exactly.
and all of us know. So we go and try to get it, and they
I
have
went
no idea what
happily
we're
skipping into a GameStop and left with my tail between my legs. Just
talking about.
Ugh.
upset.
It doesn't help when the employees don't know what a Pokemon is.
Yeah, you guys. Quick little story. I walk in there and the guy's like, "We don't have it." I'm like, "Well, Pokemon said you guys would," and he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Then you just told me you don't have it."
How does that person
How
work
did?
at GameStop?
Yeah,
GameStop?
seriously.
I call the GameStop,
Uh-huh.
and how they have the Gyarados and Scizor
Mm-hmm.
pins. And so I was asking about it. I'm like, it's a box. It comes with a collectible
Right,
card and a
right.
pin. He's like, well, the only pins we have are like, so it's like a Gira something, but it's red, not blue. And then we have some other red one.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know anything about Pokemon.
Employees of the year.
Right,
everybody.
exactly.
Yeah.
This podcast is not brought to you by GameStop.
Yeah.
No, and another little story. Actually, I went again today. Try my luck.
Mhm.
And I get in there, right? And I asked the guy, "Hey, do you guys have the new Mew boxes?" He's like, "Nope, we do not have them." I'm like, "Not even in the back. Are they street dated
Yeah,
at least?
didn't even
Something?"
think about it.
He's like, "No, we don't have them." So he pulls out this drawer, and I see them. I'm like, "It's those." He's like, "This isn't a box," and I'm like, "It comes in a
What do you
box."
call this cardboard box?
Literally,
it's
no.
wrapped
And I
in?
was like, he's like, no. He's like, when you,
Container.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
He's like, when you said box, I thought you were talking about this. And then he pointed, he grabbed the Mega Gyarados Elite Trainer box.
Oh.
He's like, this is what a box is to me, and this is just And I look at him and I'm like, a box? He's like, well, you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah, but he's like, yeah, I can't sell it to you.
And you're like, can I have it?
I was like,
So
can
you
I
still
get
want
it?
that
Can I get
GameStop
some
still
U-Box?
Can I
has
get the
it?
Mew box? Can I? Can I get it?
Can I have it?
Yeah.
I can have
Where your
box.
coworker?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's getting you Mac and X. You like Mac and X? Yeah.
You should have said, if I fits, I sits. Taking
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
So apparently GameStop has their release date set for tomorrow, right?
It's
The
he
24th.
he said he was gonna hold it for me, put my name on it and everything. So
Well, that's good.
I'll believe it when you have it in your hands.
seriously,
tomorrow.
you guys.
Yeah, the other thing about it that really was grinding my gears. What was the name of that Pokemon?
Magiarna.
Mag-
You know what really
Magiarna.
grinds my
Grinds
Grinding
my
my
Magirna. Is Chris was saying today he went to look at Target. Yeah, our daughter's very upset about it. He went to look at Target, and we've just been reading about this kind of thing happening.
Yeah.
Like almost all of the product is taken by employees, so before it even hits the floor.
You know,
Well, that's not fair
Employees
at
have
all.
it.
I have one of my friends who doesn't work there, but he used to work at Target, so he knows a lot of people that still
Mhm.
work there. And he said like he'll ask them, hold this for me. Don't sell it, don't bring it out, and they will.
See,
So
that's
it's unfair.
horrible.
It's unfair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because some people call it perks of the job, but when I worked at GameStop,
Mhm.
like that was a definite no-no.
Intolerable,
It's like, hey,
right.
it goes to the customer. If it's still there at the end of your shift,
Okay.
buy it. But if it's not, then you can't set stuff aside for yourself like that.
I can
Yeah,
see
absolutely.
Like
that,
that's just
for sure.
not what you
For sure.
do.
Yeah, so guys, I mean, I understand if you have the opportunity, it's hard to say no. But if you get like 4 and 3 of them are
Right,
taken because of
exactly,
employees, that's
exactly.
kind of, yeah.
yeah,
And
which has been the case at some.
I'm scared because the Mew plushes how they went super quick,
hmm
and people didn't really see that happening. I wonder if more GameStop employees or wherever they work and wherever they're going to be released, they're going to do it a lot more.
Well, that was GameStop, and that is what happened because the employee told me that was there. I was talking to them,
That's so-
and they called
oh.
around, and they were, and she used an expletive, so I won't repeat that, but she called to a store, and she's like, hey, I know that you guys got 3 of these Mews shipped to you. Can you put one on hold? And it was 5 minutes after opening on release day that I was there. And they're like, no, they're all taken. And she's like, okay, thanks, and hang up. And then she swore, and she was like, I know that they're lying. They have all 3 of those for themselves.
Oh man.
So it's unfortunate, and it's not exclusive to GameStop. We're not bashing
No,
GameStop
no.
necessarily.
No, we're bashing
But-
Target too.
Yeah,
all the
you know,
stores that don't
but-
have it
We
on
bash
release
equally.
day.
Right.
Mhm.
Employees that use their employment as a reason for taking things that should be available to the public instead.
Right, yeah.
Or to those most dedicated to the cause
Yeah.
that work elsewhere.
Absolutely.
Because the next product rolls around and people might not even want to go anymore. Why would I go and waste my time and then not
Right.
have it?
hmm
You just
Mhm.
lose business that way. And I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said too when in our little chat on Twitter. I said they're literally making no money because none
Yeah.
of the stores are putting the product
Yeah,
out.
seriously.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, mini rant, guys.
Yeah,
Mini
sorry
rant.
about that. We just feel very adamant about
Yeah.
them needing to have more stock.
Yeah.
At least,
Yeah.
Mhm. It's
So,
because we're central in the country, isn't it?
exactly.
Sure.
I'm
Everything
thinking
hits the
Florida
coasts.
probably already has it.
Mhm.
We love you, Florida.
Hey,
but you
Chad,
get all your
you're going to
product
Florida.
I am going to Florida.
Yay.
Nice.
I leave at midnight on Thursday.
Mail us all the Pokemon
That's exciting.
swag.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be there on the 20th anniversary day.
Yay.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
That's
awesome.
super exciting.
Seriously, if you go somewhere, look for it.
Oh, I will.
I bet it'll be there.
Yeah.
And make sure you mention that it could be a box and or container or square shaped thing.
A
Oh,
new
oh, I will make
square-shaped
sure.
paper container.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just a
don't
new
say
trendy
box.
thing
Don't
that
say
they
box because that you'd be wrong and they look at you funny.
You're wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, do I have to explain basic shapes to you right now?
Do you have any of those Mew rectangles?
Exactly.
It's like 3-dimensional.
Can I get one of
Yeah.
those Mew trapezoids, please?
All right, guys. We will move on to what you've been waiting for, the results of our Pokemon Oscars.
Yeah.
We should put some sweet music right here.
Of course.
Okay. So we have chat on for reasons that are twofold. One, to fill in for Aaron, but also because he is our resident Oscars expert. He loves the Oscars, don't you, Chad?
Oh, I love the Oscars. I tune in every year. I make predictions every year.
Yeah.
And
Tell him your record from last year.
So last year, they always have 24 awards that they hand out for Oscar night. And last year I got 19 out of 24, so I was pretty
That's
close.
so good.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, that's so cool.
My goal is to beat that this year.
That is such a good record.
Thank
It
you.
is. So, naturally, we thought that we would bring you in for this episode. And Chad's going to be our announcer. So, that voice that you hear, that's like, and the nominees for. Last episode, it was Aaron. And this episode, we've had a change. So,
Yay!
we're so excited.
It's going to be epic.
Yes. Okay. Are you guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Got my. Oh, I don't have popcorn. I wish I had popcorn. Okay. Here we go.
All right, we're going to start with Best Costume.
Ah, yes.
The nominees were Cosplay Pikachu, Getsis, Maxie of Team Magma, and Red.
Gotta be that Maxi.
And the Oscar goes to Cosplay Pikachu.
Oh my
What?
goodness. I win. I win.
Bias.
That was my nomination. Thank you, wonderful voters.
And yes, and these are your votes. These are your
Yes.
votes
Yes,
that you
we-
guys sent us.
We didn't
so,
pick these.
Yeah.
That's such a good winner, I think.
Yeah.
Hey,
We both just.
don't be butts.
No.
I agree that it's a great winner. Unbiased opinion.
Thank you, announcer.
Yes.
Announcer Chad.
On to the next category.
All right. Your nominees for Best Makeup and Hair were Furfru,
I can't go wrong with that. Okay.
N,
Nice.
Pretty good.
Gary,
Dang it.
Obviously.
I can hear the fangirl screaming now.
and Jinx.
No, just no.
Ugh.
Dun dun dun.
And your winner that you selected for Best Makeup and Hair, was there really any competition here? Furfru.
Yay, that was also my nomination.
Gary just
See?
got snubbed like Leo. That's what
Seriously,
happened.
this is exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
They're just
Yes.
mad because of who he is.
Yeah.
He's too much swagger.
Too much.
Let me get this straight. You don't think that Cosplay Pikachu deserved the Oscar for Best Costume. But Gary is snubbed because he didn't get Best Makeup and Hair.
But let's be real. Gary does have glorious hair.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you,
I've
Chad.
mentioned that plenty
See,
of times
this
in
is
the
why we
previous
really brought
podcast.
Chad on. We need
Have I
another
mentioned
Gary
that I didn't want
fanboy.
Chad on the show today?
Mr. Announcer Guy, you after this will no longer have a job, according to the host.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, let's shut these two up and move on to the next.
Okay.
All right.
My
Our
chest
next
hurts.
category is Best Sound Editing. And your nominees were Pokemon Stadium,
Nice.
That's a good one.
Mystery Dungeon,
It's a better one.
Pokemon Snap, and X and Y.
Nice.
Those are all so good.
Those are all really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear the winner of this.
And the winner that you selected is Pokemon Stadium.
Oh,
Yay.
Drizzies.
That was my nomination, guys.
That's a really good one.
You guys are all geniuses. I just want
Oh
to
no! He sent out Charizard.
It's super effective.
For the record, the runner-up was
that-
Snap. So,
Snap was the runner-up.
Snap.
Yeah.
Yes. Blink, blink. Sorry.
Char!
It's a miss.
Playing the flute. All right, are we ready for the next category?
Bring it
ready.
on.
Okay. Your nominations for Best Original Music Score. X and Y,
That's a good one.
Ruby and Sapphire,
Nice.
Come on, trumpets.
Fire Red and Leaf Green,
Yes.
Red and Blue. And your selected winner was Red and Blue.
Oh, poor Chris.
Yeah, if you like 8-bit sound or 16-bit.
I
Just
think
kidding,
what you
guys.
said was because of Dat Brass was why you liked
Dat
those.
brass. Seriously, those wind instruments. How can you deny it? I'll go listen to the Ruby and Sapphire soundtrack myself after this.
And then he'll read the manga and be like, forget all you.
Exactly. I
I
read
feel
the
so
manga.
much better.
Yeah.
All right. Your Special Achievement Award nominees. You've got Bulbasaur,
Sweet.
Bridget.
Yes. Who dat?
Who that be?
Who dat? Dragonite.
Oh.
And Tierno.
As long as it's not Tierno, I'll be okay.
You know who it is, though? It's Dragonite.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing Aaron's not here.
Seriously,
Yeah.
that's probably why he left. He probably predicted
He
this.
didn't want to
knew
be
that
on the
Dragon
road.
Ball
He knew
was
he-
a
yeah.
special achievement.
If you're listening to this, Aaron, ha.
You don't even care about the rest of the
Yeah,
categories.
seriously, you just turn this off now. I know you're
Yeah.
going to do it, so bye.
All right. Do you guys want to start with supporting, or do you want to start with regular actor?
We
Do you
can
have a
do supporting.
preference? Do you want to go supporting
do
first?
supporting.
Yeah.
All right.
Lead up.
We're going best actor in a supporting role. Your nominees are Steven,
Obvious choice.
Who that? Who is that?
Who's Steven?
Why don't you just shush?
Looker,
That's a good one.
Oh, looker.
Bill, and Professor Oak.
Oh.
And your winner for best actor in a supporting role, it's Professor Oak.
Ooh.
You
well
know-
done.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's
To all
a
the
good
other
one.
nominations.
But
You were close.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I realized just now, though? We should have been so clever and we could have put any of your names for best supporting actor.
Oh, that'd be clever.
Or my name for actress. Dang.
Dang it.
We'll have our own, like, supporters Oscars.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Just for us.
Yeah.
You were a
Best
write-in
host
nominee.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for actress in a supporting role?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here are the nominees. Norman's wife, Mom from Red and Blue, Diantha, and Shauna.
Shauna.
Any predictions or any guesses?
I think it's going to be Shauna.
I think so, too.
As much as I liked Mom,
As much.
I think that
Seriously.
Shauna is probably
Considering
gonna win it.
Norman's wife doesn't even have a name, it's probably not her.
Norman. And your name, ma'am? Norman's wife.
Oh,
They
your
never
house
gave
must be
me a
lots of
name.
fun.
Yeah.
And your winner, in an upset, is Mom from Red and Blue.
Oh,
Isn't it
wow.
Well, that was my nominee anyway,
Yeah.
so I can't be upset about
That
that.
was a really good one, and I just wanted to mention, that was actually sent in by Papa Blastoise, so I think being a family man probably
Right.
appealed to
Shout
him.
out to Papa Blastoise.
Shout out to
Yeah.
all the moms in the world.
Yes.
All them
All the
moms.
Poke moms.
All the moms.
Seriously, all the moms. That,
All the Pokemoms.
Yeah.
That is
yeah,
clever.
You know, the ones that drive your kids to league every weekend.
Yes, you guys
Yeah.
are the
to
real
tournaments.
MVPs.
Yeah, you the real MVP.
You the real MVP.
Sometimes at league, I can tell when moms come in and they're just so happy that they dropped their kids
Seriously,
off for
they don't even-
two,
For 2
hours.
hours.
Yeah, and they came back, and I can just, yep, she looks like she's happier.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
MVP. Most valuable Pokemon.
Hey,
There
mom,
you
you're
go.
the real MVP.
So if you're listening to these guys, go thank your mom
Yeah,
for dropping
Yeah.
you off at League.
yeah.
All right. Best actor. Your nominees are Lysander,
That's a good one.
Wally,
Wow.
Wally.
Giovanni,
Classic.
and Blue.
What do you guys think?
I hope it's Blue.
I
He's
hope
basically Gary.
He's the closest thing we got.
He's the closest we got. Come on.
And the selected Best Actor winner is Giovanni.
Wow.
I can't say I'm
Wow.
surprised.
I think that was my nominee.
Was it?
It was, yeah.
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 That was really good.
Mhm.
It's, I mean,
Yeah.
It's a classic. What else can you
Yeah,
say?
Giovanni, the whole game is based around what he's doing to Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or, the
Right.
trouble he's causing. It's all, he's a mastermind of the first games and stuff, so.
He has a Persian.
Not to mention, I loved the portrayal of Giovanni in Pokemon Origins.
Yes.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
so
Especially in that
sinister.
fight in
Mhm.
like the Sylph Tower
Yep,
when
yep.
the helicopter like blows up
Yeah.
the wall so he can jump. Oh, it's so cool.
If you can get past the fact that he would hire two idiots like Jesse
I
and
know.
James.
I'm like, me being a kid, I still wondered that, how do these guys even have a job still?
It just goes to show you that. I
you
mean,
can be an idiot forever and not get fired.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Job security
I,
forever.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
look at GameStop.
Ooh,
Just
shots
kidding.
fired.
All right. Are we ready for the Best Actress nominees?
Oh yeah.
I
Rosie
think
is.
so.
All right. Here are your nominees for Best Actress. You've got Dawn, Karina, May, and Cynthia.
Ooh.
I know I'll be Aaron if you were here. Come on, Cynthia. You're the greatest, you're the hottest.
And the fans have selected May as the winner.
Hey, cool.
That's
Wow.
good.
I didn't
Who
expect
said
that.
May? Was that me?
I don't remember.
I think I said Dawn. Yeah, you said May.
Okay, yes.
So I said Karina?
Yeah. I think
Maybe.
so. Either you said May and Chris said Karina, or the other way around, because I know that Aaron said Cynthia,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. Something like that. May's my favorite in the anime. That's
So it
why-
must have been
That's
you.
why I was thinking it was me. Yeah.
I think that's kind of an upset. Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just didn't. I thought everyone would pick Cynthia because it's Cynthia, you know.
Because attractive.
Yeah, because attractive.
Because bae.
Because
Yeah.
All right, and that just leaves our final award.
Oh man, this is
Ooh.
the big one.
Best story.
The big kahuna.
Oh man.
All right, just to refresh, the nominees for Best Story: Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time,
Come on, guys. Oh.
Pokemon Platinum, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire,
Yeah.
and X and Y.
X and Y is on here a lot. Just a side note.
Yeah,
Okay.
seriously.
They were really good games.
They
Yeah.
were. They just stepped their game up like no
A
other with
ton.
X
Yeah.
and Y.
All
And
right.
your winner for Best Story is X and Y.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Can't,
No,
can't,
Yeah,
It's
you
so
can't even be
good.
mad
Can't be
about
mad at
that.
No
that.
way.
Really good.
Yeah, like you were saying, it was just like a whole different.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
As soon as I found out I could change my clothes, you know how many times I
Yeah.
shopped? Seriously, I
Yeah.
was like,
I have never shopped so much in a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
When they're like, you can't come in, you're not cool enough. I was like, excuse me?
Exactly.
I got a
Do you know how
pretty
much
women
this
all,
hat
y'all.
cost?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like weigh the options. I only had a little bit left. Potions, Ultra Balls, or that new hat.
That hat's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, exactly. I want to defeat the Elite Four in that hat. So
In that fedora.
yeah, exactly.
That's how I want to look when I defeat the Elite Four in the Hall
Exactly.
of
So I
Fame.
chose the hat.
Yeah.
But as far as the
Extremely
actual
good looking right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. As far as the story goes, I liked how they went back to a very serious toned story with Lysander
Yeah.
and essentially his genocide,
Genocide,
of,
yeah.
of those he deemed unfit or unworthy,
sure.
which is a very familiar story in this world.
Yeah.
But
If you didn't have enough flair.
yeah, exactly. So I thought it was really, really
I
good.
think I would have made it in the Pokemon world because I bought that fedora. So he would have just let me slide.
Yeah. Oh,
know.
you would have probably joined Team Flare.
Yeah, probably.
You're
I'd
like,
be
I'm
Do that
like
flashy.
making the
cool
world
F
more
thing.
dope.
That they do.
Exactly.
And the anime too. Just side note. Same story. They just elaborate
Yeah.
on it, but it's really it's so good.
Really good.
That was such a good result.
Woo. Well, congratulations to all of you that voted. Thank
Yes,
you so
thank you guys
much.
so
Thank you
much.
guys.
Yeah, if you guys agree or disagree with the choices, let us know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Email us or send us something on. If you're watching on YouTube, you can comment and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Chad, for reading everything.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
awesome.
Yeah,
Brad.
thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for letting me read those off, guys.
You added so much fun.
So
Yes.
the next step is just commentating the real Oscars.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Hosting the Oscars.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think I'm a lot cheaper than Chris Rock, so they should definitely get me
Exactly.
for next year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
This episode brought to you by the Academy Awards. Okay, so as we were talking about during the news, this Saturday is going to be the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon games.
So excited.
And in keeping with the Oscars theme, we were going to do a tribute to Pokemon as a whole. And each of us is just going to share something, our first memories with Pokemon, and how we feel about it now, sort of looking back on it over the years. My earliest memory is probably, I always pick yellow, so I started with yellow. And I grew up, I used to live with my aunt and my uncle for a long time. My cousin, who might be listening to this, hello, cousin. I used to play with him. Well, I used to play with both my cousins all the time, Peyton and Braden. So that's my earliest memory. And then I remember getting the gold little Pokemon things in the Pokeballs from Burger King.
Uh huh.
Oh, I remember those.
I tried to collect those, and I would like beg my dad, please, Dad, please, I need this to be cool.
I need to go
Yeah,
to Burger
seriously. You
King.
didn't even want
Yeah.
the burger, even though it was super good at the time. I love Burger King. You just
Yeah.
wanted the toys.
Yeah. So that's probably the earliest memory I have. As far as sort of the most impactful memory, that's what we're doing, right? Okay. Um, Most impactful might be probably it's very recent, but probably the league, or no, probably Worlds.
Worlds.
Yeah, I'd go with
Nice.
Worlds because it was just so cool to see all the people that are still involved in it that really like dedicate time to it. And like so many people from different countries. That was the coolest thing ever. Like that lady that walked up to us with Rosie and just started like talking to her in Japanese. I have no
Yeah.
idea what she was saying, but she was squeezing her cheeks, and I was like, I know what you're saying is probably really cute. So
Nice.
that was so cool.
I can't wait to experience that.
Yeah,
You know,
just
when we go.
transcending culture and race and all that in location, and everyone's in the same spot for the same thing. Super cool. Um, and then most recent.
And then yeah, just like where you are today with
Okay.
it.
Today I'm the best like no one ever was, and I don't need to improve. So
Nice.
just kidding.
Hey,
Just kidding.
was that a
trying-
little Gary I heard in her voice?
I think so.
Oh no.
Let's see, I thought that my head was the big one around here.
Shh, I'm shrinking into a corner.
I'm feeling some Gary.
No, I'd say most recently I'm just trying to improve my TCG game because I just feel like a lot of people are really good at it. And I'm not one of those people probably, but I really like it. So I'm just trying to improve right now.
There you
But
go.
that's
Nice.
what Pokemon is all about.
Definitely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Thanks, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Chad,
All right.
step up to the hot seat.
I can do that.
Be careful, they'll probably make fun of you.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Nice. He's a good sport.
Yeah.
See, earliest memory, I started with Blue. So that was the first game that I remember playing. One memory that sticks out, this was before I knew about the missing go,
Yep.
the cheat.
Yep.
So my friend Luke told me he wanted to do something to my golem, so he convinced me to trade him my golem, and then he told me he was kidding and he was just gonna kill it.
Oh.
And I was so sad about it, and what he actually ended up doing was he used the missing note. He used that to get a bunch of rare candy, and he made my golem level 100 and gave it back to me. So I was just like, he just pretty much roided up my golem, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much more power than I ever had before.
Right.
But that's something that stuck out just because it was kind of interesting to me. I didn't know that was a thing that you
Right,
could actually
definitely.
do, and he did that, and I still to this day remember getting back a level 100 golem and just being very confused but gracious at the same
Yeah,
time.
gracious. Especially after he says he's gonna kill it. You're like,
Like just like taking my perfect golem and just deteriorating. And I was
Right,
like,
right.
Really? But then it was all okay.
Nice.
Well, see what I think is cool about that story is that's a Pokemon that not many people have memories about. You know,
Yeah.
like everyone's like, "Oh, I loved my Charizard or my Squirtle or my Pikachu, whatever." But it's like, no, I love my Golem.
Go, yeah.
It's like, that's cool. I like that.
I used to like
Nice.
Golem. I still do, but
Yeah.
Great
Absolutely.
Pokemon.
And what was part 2? I'm sorry.
The most like impactful memory, I guess, that you have, or what meant the most to you?
You know, it was I honestly think it was kind of cool that growing up and now also just having a lot of people that I'm close to that really enjoy the same kind of things. Like when I was growing up, I had a lot of friends that were really into Pokemon, and it was a lot of fun to be able to play with them. Like I did the TCG with some of my friends, and just being able to have mutual friends that it brought us closer together, and I'm appreciative of that just because it was something we all kind of had in common, and it was just really fun to enjoy. Like just a lot of good memories from it growing up, and where I am now with it, You know, I really, I kind of over time, I still played the games, but I kind of lost track a little bit. So it's been really cool to listen to the supporters podcast and also watch Trainer TV, just
Nice.
because I feel like I've gotten a lot of knowledge back that maybe I lost, and it's kind of brought back some of those memories I had. And it's really cool to kind of see how the world of Pokemon has kind of changed over time, just because playing it as a kid, I saw this one world, and now I'm seeing all these different things that it's become, like all these new Pokemon that have come out, and it's really cool to see how people kind of interact and how people appreciate what it has become. And so I'm very thankful for that, and I'm actually really excited that I get to be a part of it now.
That's a really cool point of view.
That's yeah.
Just
it
like
is.
coming back to it later.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's different, if you've been there the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to someone that kind of, not stepped away from it, but just kind of
Right.
set it aside, and then
Yeah.
you're coming back to it. That must be really neat.
It's like people that haven't seen your kid for a while. And once they see
Yeah.
them, like, whoa, they're
You're
so
like,
different. But to
"What?"
you see them every day.
Exactly.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's a great analogy.
That is
Yeah.
very good, actually.
It reminds me too of that meme. Have you seen it with Voldemort, where he's like, "I finally caught the original 150 Pokemon," and it shows Lucius, and he's like, "But Master, there are now more than 700 Pokemon."
Oh, that's hilarious.
Anyways, more important things. Go ahead.
Okay, I guess it's my turn.
After you, sir.
Let's see, my earliest memory. I remember the anime was huge, and I actually bought cards before I played the game.
Hmm.
I had a next door neighbor, but his name was actually Jordan, and he was a lot more spoiled than I was, I guess you could say. So he had a lot of cool cards, and I remember I had to beg and beg and beg my mom so me and my younger brother can get at least one pack each. We went to 7-Eleven. 7-Elevens had these,
I remember that.
You know,
when
back
they used
in
to
the
carry
day.
That'd be awesome.
Packs.
and like my mom thought it was like ludicrous to spend that much money on a pack, and I didn't pull anything. My brother got a holographic Gyarados,
Oh man.
and I was
That
so
hurts.
upset. But it was fine, and that was like the earliest memory I have. One of the most impactful ones was probably when I let um, my mom's friend's kid, who was younger than me at the time, borrow my Pokemon Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And for all of you that don't know, Pokemon Yellow was my first game, and I put so much time and effort into this. And when he
This
returned
isn't
it,
good.
the file was erased and replaced with something like the name was like AZBE, just
Yeah. Kid.
and literally I
Oh.
broke down crying. And looking back, like I guess it just made me realize how much I loved this game. It just I don't even know how to explain it. And it's
You're
just
still
it's
mad.
yeah, seriously. And so I, worked my way back up and then told myself this will never happen again. And I'm never letting, anybody touch my Pokemon. And
Yeah,
it's just been that way. Ever since then, I just fell in love with the game.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
To this
So-
day,
Really
he won't
cool.
let me touch his card binder.
Yeah,
Or
seriously.
his proxy shaman.
That's exactly why when you ask for my proxy shaman, you get punched.
Get wrecked, Chris.
That's awesome.
So, no, but yeah, and I guess where I'm at right now, as you guys know, Aaron is in China. And so I
He
kind of.
deserted us. Just kidding.
I kind of decided to step up to the plate and try and do some editing for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
that'll be
awesome.
so
Or
good.
yeah, so I'm gonna learn and hopefully learn quickly so we can edit our stuff and you guys can still have the wonderful channel.
Mm.
So that's where I'm at.
That's awesome.
Try to keep this to a brief 90 minutes, Chris.
I'm sorry. Okay. No, I will.
We should have a mute button for his once he,
We'll start playing the music.
kind of like in the
and then
Grammys
Sign
or
off.
when they take too
And
long, they just start
sign
playing the
off.
music or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
No, my earliest Pokemon memory, I was on a camping trip,
Okay.
and one of my cousins, and I had my Game Boy Pocket, with my sweet Super Mario Bros.
Why would you even call it pocket? It didn't fit anywhere. You're talking about the big one, right?
No, it was called the Game Boy Pocket. It came out shortly after.
Oh, then I'm probably talking about the first one,
Yeah,
because the first one was like
it was
as big as
huge.
my
It's a brick.
Xbox
I have one
One.
of those.
Oh, I still have
Yeah.
my brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have mine too. But and so my cousin had gotten Pokemon Blue,
Oh wow. Okay.
and she was playing that on the trip. If you're listening to this, shout out Cassie, and I and like so we were there, and we were just I was watching her play for like 3 days straight because we
Really?
went camping over the
I
weekend.
see. I
I
see.
wasn't even playing my games. I was just watching her play Pokemon. And at the end of the camping trip, um, because we're like the same age,
Yeah.
and so at the end of the camping trip, she was like, you know what, I finished this game. Um, why? And when we lived in different states at the time, and she's like, why don't you just take it? And so she had finished it, and so at the end of the camping trip she gave it to me, and so I restarted it and played all the way home driving back to Colorado, and
You must have went through a lot of batteries.
oh yeah.
I remember.
And,
There's no recharging there. There's no rechargeable cables.
Nope.
It's all
Nope.
batteries,
Playing in the
guys.
window of the
Batteries.
car trying to catch the lights.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I
Yeah.
When I seen that, like it literally made me like laugh. It kind of that just
Yeah.
I've done that so many times as a kid.
When you're
That
just
street
leaning,
light.
you're like,
You ever
"Street light,
done
I can
that
move.
when you're a
Street
kid? Like
light."
street light, kind of
Yeah.
you're in the car.
Oh yeah.
So like
Just
the,
like-
the, the
'Cause
light
it
will beam,
wasn't
and you're like,
a lit
move.
screen.
You try to move as fast as
Mhm.
possible, and then wait for the next street light.
And when you're in caves, there's
Oh,
no
that was
doing
oh,
that.
forget it.
there's
Not
just turn it
happening.
off
Yeah.
and wait till you get home.
Yeah.
Zubat,
So,
Zubat, Zubat.
So that was like my earliest memory, and then when we got back and they released the cards, I remember going up to the counter in electronics with my sister and my mom, and watching them open up those fresh booster boxes, and there were crowds of people, and they're just
No
handing
way.
out booster packs
Wow.
It
to
made me
these crowds.
romanticized. I'm just kidding.
Well, and
No. But I'm
keep
saying
in
like
mind,
I
I'm
wish I
half
would
the
have
size
experienced.
of all the adults there.
No, for sure.
You
But I
know.
wish I would have experienced something like that.
Yeah,
I would just go to 7-Eleven and they have them there, and
right.
but that would have been really neat. That's
And
so
it
cool.
was because I remember because it was like the release day of Jungle or something like that.
Wow.
And I just remember them like taking off the cellophane and handing out packs to people that were all around this counter and getting like 2 packs or something like that. And I remember pulling a Jigglypuff from
Sweet.
one of the sets.
Right.
But yeah, and I also my only holo that I think I pulled, because I obviously didn't get that many cards, was Blastoise from base set 2. Got one of those, and I
Nice.
still have. to
You
this
still
day.
have it.
Yes,
That's awesome.
it survived the Great Purge. Because you guys, I won't rehash the story, but essentially, and so for a time period, I never got to play Gold and Silver, um, and all the way up to Ruby and Sapphire. Just due to the bad publicity that Pokemon got, and so eventually, I really, really wanted to get back into this game. And so I just remember doing all this research and showing all the misinformation that was out there, and I essentially like a kid lawyer like presented it to my parents, and I'm like, this is what the game really is. And I'm like, this is what it's really about. Can I get it? So I went to a used game store. I got a used copy of Gold version, and then played that, and then bought Sapphire on release day, and that kind of stuff. But so those are my oldest memories of Pokemon. I think one of my most impactful is when I was reliving the memory, and similar to yours, Drizzy's, of realizing how much I actually cared about these things when Pokemon had an Instagram contest when Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out, and it was
Oh yeah, you talked about this on the last episode.
right, and it was tell us your favorite Pokemon memory, and so it could only be like 10 seconds or something
It's
like
about
that.
15 seconds. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And so I showed this Mudkip that I got in Sapphire. And that was when I was, really got back into the games, was Ruby Sapphire. And I started with a Mudkip. And I said, the thing I love most about Pokemon is that the bonds that you grow and develop with them are real. And I said something to the effect of like, my Swampert and I have been through 6 regions, And I showed a screenshot of it. Level 100, all the Elite Four ribbons from all the different games, and I was like, and here's to many more. And I think it was kind of that moment when it became more than just a game. It's like, this is something you connect with people with. This is something you meet people over. This is something you travel for. Like, that's when it was like a lifestyle.
Right.
And as far as today, obviously, we've gone to
Well,
Worlds
we're
now.
all here, so.
Yeah, we're all here.
Yeah, definitely.
Doing the YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I just think that, I love holding the league and getting to help others enjoy the game as much as I do. And, anytime I get the chance to help someone better their game or their deck or whatever it may be, those are the chances I love. I love to be a teacher in
Yeah,
that sense.
definitely.
And so I'm just excited for the future, 20 years. I'd love to do more official stuff, like with the judging or, commentating eventually. So I've gone on too long, so I'll cut off there. But that's
It's
fine.
insane to think that we've all been alive as long as Pokemon has existed, isn't it?
I know.
It's
It's
really
bizarre.
weird.
That
Yeah.
is nuts. I was 4, if you count 20 years.
Yeah, well, that was Japan. It came out
Yeah,
here a little later.
Here
but
later,
still,
but even then, when it came out, I was 4.
yeah.
It's
know.
insane.
See, I was 5, almost 6. It's weird.
Yeah, 98
So crazy.
It
is when
is.
it came out in the
98
States.
here.
98 in the States.
I was 7.
So, yeah, I was 5 when it came out. That's how I remembered.
8 when it came out in the States.
Man, that's just crazy.
Mhm.
Woo. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another episode. This was so much fun and a little nostalgic at the
A
end
lot
there.
nostalgic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I
Oh,
feel
it
like
feels-
nostalgic.
I feel all warm inside.
Yeah, feel like a Jigglypuff.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes.
Not when she's angry and draws on people's faces.
Right.
So if you guys have made this to the If you've made it to the end of this episode, you guys are awesome and we love you. And you can use the special hashtag.
Pokemon 20.
Yep, Pokemon 20 to talk about this. So if you have any questions, comments on the results of the Oscars or the anniversary of Pokemon or that Chad is awesome, then you can send all that stuff to the supporters cast at AOL.com.
The Supporters Podcast.
Oh,
at
dang.
AOL.com.
I mess it up every time.
That's okay.
Okay.
The Supporters Podcast.
Yes,
At
at AOL.com.
AOL.com.
And that's where we received all the votes for the Oscars today. So we do read it and we check it.
Yes, they do check it, guys. That's
Yeah.
that's where
Promise.
I
It happened.
you guys probably heard the story, but that's how I got in contact with these guys.
Yeah.
And they do check, and they possibly might fly you out here to an interview or something.
Yes,
Special guest.
Drizzy will pay for you to fly out.
Yeah, I'll
That's right.
pay with Chris's credit card.
What?
Professor Chris's credit card.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And then obviously if you're watching this on YouTube, we can see your comments and we check
Yes,
your comments.
comment.
So this episode, I didn't include any of the comments, but I usually try to. It was just kind of a long episode already. So next episode, I'll try to do that again. But we do appreciate your comments and we love having your feedback.
Yes.
So hit us up there. And then personally, if you want to follow me, you can catch me on Twitter. My handle is at Kitschy Courtney, KITSCHYCORTNEY.
That was a
Chris?
tongue twister. Sorry, I was mesmerized. I'm Chris. My Twitter handle has changed for your convenience. It is just now Professor Chris O. So rather than, ever since I changed it, I've noticed people have found me a lot easier. So
Nice.
It is now Professor Chris O is my Twitter handle.
you miss
You can catch me
Rothian?
there. It had to be done.
Really?
It had to be done.
Had to do
It's
it.
okay.
That's fine. You're right. Well, you guys, I finally have a Twitter.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, a Pokemon Twitter, I guess.
Right,
One
yeah.
that's going to be all Pokemon, so you guys, we can talk, chat, tweet, retweet, follow, favorite, all that good stuff. DM. Anyways.
DM, retweet,
Verbs.
reply.
It is Elite for a Drizzy.
Number 4.
Number 4, yes. Elite, the number 4, a Drizzy. That's with 2 Z's.
Boom.
ADRIZZY.
Yay.
You know why? Because I'm so fly.
ZZY.
That's easy. Why? And you can find me on Twitter as well at Chadicle7, CHADICLE, the number 7.
Nice.
And Chad tweets about various things, about not necessarily Pokemon, but you should follow him anyway.
I'm going to follow
because
you
Chad's
right
amazing.
now, Chad.
Do it.
So,
Okay.
I will
Math.
look at that and be like, awesome.
yes, and if you have math homework, just tweet him the problem.
And he'll do it all
and he'll
for
do
you.
everything for you.
Oh, I can answer that for sure. Give me all your Pokemon math. Anything else, I will knock it out of the park for you.
There you go.
SATs, you go to Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us on the episode, Chad. It was so fun to
Yeah,
have you.
thank you
Absolutely.
so
Thank you
much.
guys for having me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening to another podcast. We really, really appreciate it. It has come that time again to end. So go ahead and take that hand, shuffle that back into your deck, flip a coin. Ding. Heads or tails.
It is head.
Yes!
Yes!
Draw 7 cards.
Draw 7, guys.
And you can only play 1 supporter per turn. So until next turn,
I'm Chad.
and we're the
The supporters.
supporters.